completely new W15 Mercedes Advancements. So we're going to be going through that and 3 other stories in today's video. So make sure to like this video, and if you want more Mercedes news content like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel by hitting that red button down below. The first story is Lewis Hamilton claims he is giving directions to the Mercedes crew on the development of the W15. Lewis Hamilton is the most successful driver to ever compete in Formula One, and most of his success came from his time with Mercedes. Hamilton won a record 103 Grand Prix across his career, all powered by the Mercedes engine. However, after declining performance in recent years, Mercedes is looking for a revamp in their car development. With a 2024 Challenger W15 reported to be completely different from previous Mercedes vehicles, Hamilton has asserted his support for the team during their bid for progress. Hamilton has won 6 world championships with Mercedes since joining the team in 2013. Hamilton has had 82 race victories just in Mercedes, the highest ever achieved by a driver in a single team, ahead of Michael Schumacher's 72 in Ferrari. Lewis Hamilton is considered one of the greatest drivers of all time, but recent years have seen declining results from the Briton. With no race victories in the past 2 years, Hamilton has had no success in his bid for a record 8th world championship. Former F1 driver and pundit Christijan Albers claimed Hamilton is feeling frustrated after 2 difficult seasons. Albers said a period of little success after winning races and championships for so many years would eat away at the septuple world champion, currently suffering a winless streak. Hamilton looked quite frustrated at the end of the season. I can imagine that too. Sure, he's had years where he beat everyone, but has now gone 2 full seasons without a win. That's going to eat at you. Hamilton is hoping to win races in 2024 with an upgraded W15 and has solidified his confidence in Mercedes by signing a contract extension. The 39-year-old's new deal will see him driving for Mercedes until at least the end of the 2025 season. Aiming to bounce back from 2 lackluster seasons, Mercedes is reportedly set to fulfill Lewis Hamilton's desires with a radical redesign of their upcoming W15 model. The previous 2 seasons have been dreadful for the Silver Arrows. With Red Bull reigning supreme on all fronts, Mercedes sunk to new lows in 2023 after failing to win a race for the first time in over a decade. Much of the 8-time Constructors' Champions' failure has been attributed to the W13 and W14 models of their car, which introduced the ill-fated zero side pods concept. Now, as Mercedes gear up to make a comeback in 2024, the team isn't holding back when it comes to making changes to their car. With the team set to launch the W15 car in February, multiple changes might be in sight for the Brackley-based outfit, as per a report from Motorsport. One of the pivotal changes is the abandonment of any aerodynamic design links with its predecessor, the W14, signaling a clear departure from the design philosophy that led to the team's downfall in the past seasons. The cockpit position, a point of contention raised by Lewis Hamilton during the W14 campaign, is also reported to be adjusted, with the seat being moved further back. While the team will continue to use the pull rod suspension, the W15's rear bodywork could be more compact. The car's gearbox is reported to be lighter than its predecessor. It has been over 2 full seasons since the 7-time world champion last won an F1 race. With his last victory coming at the Jeddah Corniche circuit in 2021, the wait for Lewis Hamilton enthusiasts to see the 38-year-old at the top of the podium continues to grow longer. With much of the blame being put on the W14 model, Mercedes technical director James Allison recently highlighted the rejuvenated W15 model, which is in the sights. He said, "It's a new season, and we have to make sure you get out of the starting blocks well. The car will be completely new, and it is doubly important that the vehicle is good for 2024. Acknowledging the forthcoming changes to F1 regulations in 2026, Allison said, "The new rules for 2026 are slowly casting their shadow on us, and we have to build the corresponding car as early as 2025. The car from 2025 will, therefore, be closely related." With such major changes in sight, it remains to be seen if Lewis Hamilton and Mercedes can return to former glory in 2024. The second story is, Hamilton has faith on Mercedes to build competitive car in 2024. Lewis Hamilton has full faith on Mercedes' crew that they will build a competitive car in F1 2024, as he is constantly seeing the wind tunnel numbers. After a difficult year in 2023, Mercedes is working extra to get things better in 2024 with a new concept than before. Even though they took the decision early to change, time is always less at hand to get anything correct for the new season. But work is relentless at Brackley, and Hamilton has been a regular visitor too. He says he is monitoring the progress, especially at the wind tunnel numbers, and he has full faith on his crew to get things right and make them competitive again in 2024. He is always grateful of things that they have done, where some are there from his time before and some when he joined, but he notes that everyone is working with the same enthusiasm to see Mercedes back on top and beat Red Bull. I think it's always difficult to get things right. I'm not an engineer or a designer, so it's not easy, said Hamilton. It's always the exciting time of the year because I have seen the car in the wind tunnel. I always go by the wind tunnel when I go to the factory to see it evolving in whichever direction it ends up going. When I pop in just to see where we are, and when I come back at a later time, it is, again, a different animal. And so, I have full faith in everyone that's working on it, and I'm hopeful that we will be in a much more competitive position in 2024. I have been thanking everyone for the amazing work they've done throughout 2023 too. The end of a year is always special time of the year. You're winding down and you're seeing where we're going next. The mood is very positive. I think all the members in the team are incredibly grateful to have got second in the constructors given the challenges that we faced last year. And so it's always quite emotional. And I've been with the team for such a long time, but every time you go back to Brixworth and Brackley, and you're reminded of just how big a team is pushing you forward from behind, and you see every individual, some people that are new to the team that have joined whilst I've been here, and some that have been way before, and also some that have worked on my engine since my first Grand Prix in F1. It's amazing to see just the progress and the growth, and also our team is becoming more and more diverse, which has been really pleasing for me to see. That we are moving in the right direction, summed up Hamilton. Mercedes and Luminar have expanded their partnership to generate hazard-detecting software for the Mercedes safety car, in a potential major boost for Formula One safety. The safety car, as the name suggests, plays a pivotal role in protecting F1 drivers and personnel from potentially dangerous situations out on the track. Mercedes providing one of the models used with their Mercedes-AMG GT Black Series. And now Mercedes and Luminar are working together to boost the safety car with an innovative new method of hazard spotting. Subject to approval from Formula One and governing body the FIA, Mercedes and Luminar are looking to roll out technology which will allow the safety car to generate a 3D map of the environment ahead when out on the track. The system would be capable of detecting debris up to 250 meters ahead and objects 500 meters, making it especially beneficial during adverse weather conditions when track visibility is significantly reduced. Work to integrate this technology into the Mercedes F1 safety car is to begin during 2024. Commenting on the news, Mercedes F1 team principal Toto Wolff said, "I am delighted that we have launched this new partnership with Luminar. I have been thoroughly impressed by their journey so far, their technology, and the work they have done. It is a truly thrilling and innovative area which will have far-reaching implications for the automotive industry and mobility more generally. Our collaboration will utilize the initial development work between Luminar and Mercedes-Benz as a bedrock, and I am excited to see how we can build on that. Luminar's culture of innovation and entrepreneurship also fits incredibly well with our own ethos and values, so this is a natural collaboration." Mercedes Chief Technology Officer and non-executive F1 team chairman said, "The partnership with our Formula One team is a natural extension of Mercedes-Benz existing partnership with Luminar to help realize our vision for accident-free driving in Mercedes production cars. Mercedes-Benz has always been at the forefront of innovation and safety, and we look forward to continuing our development efforts with Luminar to bring this technology to our F1 team." The third story is Lewis Hamilton advantage over George Russell is clear as Max Verstappen comparison are made. Lewis Hamilton will have more sway than George Russell at Mercedes due to his success, according to Christian Horner. The Red Bull boss has helped his team rise to the top for Formula One once again, having had to watch the Silver Arrows enjoy a period of dominance. Hamilton was all-conquering during that time, winning 6 world championships in the space of 7 years to make him the sport's most successful performer. Now in his twilight years, Horner believes Hamilton will still have a pull at Mercedes, which aids his ambitions over Russell, who has only won one race in his entire career. The Red Bull boss concedes that is the same situation in his own team, with three-time champion Max Verstappen enjoying certain preferences on occasion. He told the Secrets of Success podcast, "It's inevitable in any sport, I would have thought. I mean, Max came to us as a teenager, he's now a world champion. I think the same with Lewis Hamilton. He's now the most successful driver of all time. He will have more sway within his team than his teammate, because his value to the team is significantly greater. And I think that it's a matter of keeping that in check. Of course, there will be certain privileges that are allowed to your center forward, your star player, but he's still part of a team. He still needs to, there's no room for a prima donna, because at that point, it becomes bigger than the team."